If you are the only black person, the only person of color, the only person that is obviously different in your friend group, there is a high probability that you are the token friend. Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. I've been counseling women and men who have experienced abuse as well as those who have been perpetrators of abuse and other violent crimes. And I wanted to come on here tonight and talk about people who are the token friend within, with their friend or friendship circle. So a lot of times, you may find yourself being the only one, the only black, the only person of color, the only gay person, the only trans person, so on and so forth in a dynamic with your friend. And there's a high chance that you are the token friend. And when you are the token friend, that is that means that your friends don't consider you on the same level as all of their other friends. However, maybe you don't know about it yet, and that their whole identity and thoughts about diversity is very much performative, meaning that they want to give off the perception that they are diverse or that they can have friends from different backgrounds, and that's very performative, but their actions usually tell a different story. And so while they may tout themselves as not having a problem with black people, the fact that they only have a friend with one black person is very telling. Or if your friend doesn't, if you are the one black friend of your friend, and your friend doesn't include you in activities with their other friends, so some of the things that may happen may look like, oh, they're having a dinner party, and they may go out to eat with you to dinner after, and they tell you about it after the fact, how they had a dinner party with all of their other white or other friends, things like that. And you're kind of an afterthought where you're getting to share after the fact. And so it's almost kind of like they're meeting with you in secret to share about all the fun things that they do with their other people. And there's sort of this false air of familiarity, of comfort, that we're friends, but we're not really friends, right? And you get a sense of knowing that by hearing them sort of talk about, the things that they do with their other friends, and just how they talk about their other friends. And they may even, share how they really feel about black or minority or person of color is what I should say, people, when they talk about things that they do with their other friends, or just if you overhear them talking about, you overhear them talking about people of color with their friends, right? And, you want to listen for those buzzwords like, ghetto and, those certain phrases like, why did they do that? Or why do they look like that? Or when they default and talk to you about, all things black or person of color, like when you sort of become like the Encyclopedia Britannica for all things black, and it's like, well, Natalie, why did they do that? And what do you think? And what's going on? What do they mean? And you just become a quick and dirty reference, as opposed to someone that they're genuinely interested in and genuinely try to understand. And I'll tell you another way that you may know that you are the token friend. While you may talk about things such as work or, romantic, like general superficial topics is what I'm trying to say. They don't have a genuine desire to connect with you and get to know you and be a part of your life. And you could sort of tell this by, how they how and if they ask you questions about yourself, they're genuinely interested in getting to know deeper aspects of you. And how inclusive they want to be in your life, and how inclusive how they want to include you in their lives as well. And would they have you meet their family? Would they stand up for you when you needed help? Do they know intimate things about you? Are they interested in getting to know you? How do they respond if you were to invite them to your home for dinner? Because that's another one. There's a lot of people that may have a token friend that may inadvertently believe that your home is dirty or ghetto because you are a person of color. They won't ever say that, but it's kind of like it's kind of like an unspoken rule. If they never inquire about coming over, or they kind of want to meet somewhere else. So it's more of like avoiding that area. But there's all these little microaggressions and things that are unspoken when you become the token friend. And remember, if you find yourself being the token, know that it is not true. And their relationship with you is only performative, and they're getting something out of it with you. And when they no longer see you as being useful or beneficial, trust and know that you will be discarded and or betrayed at a certain point. Most likely you are being betrayed throughout the entire friendship. You were just the last person to catch on. I hope that helps. Thanks so much.